I like the One Piece recreation. It wasn't a recreation, but I like the One Piece show because it kind of gave me the feel that I get from watching the show. In that it's
Ew.
it's people who it's just
Sorry. the thing I feel from watching the show. Ew. God, look at
you
this.
can use them in your
Look at those. Look at those little fuckers right there.
Hey Mario, what's it like? We're just chilling. Ah! Ah! Mario, stop!
Stop squirting with us.
I can't do that voice anymore.
Hello.
Yeah, I used to be able to do it well.
I'm surprised I'm able to do it right now because I am just still getting over a sickness I had.
Yeah, I can't make my voice crack or ripple the way that I used to.
You can't make. Never mind. Make that voice.
Make that.
Make that voice ripple. But I don't know. Damn, I've never noticed this because now that it's in 1080, he has no eyes.
He has like red pupils, but it's fucking
Well,
weird.
I mean, you don't even see it though, like in this model right here, because this is his in-game model. All right, take my
for
square.
someone who's like allergic to water, you sure are running through a bunch of water.
But anyway, we were talking about cringe and like anime and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Like I like the One Piece recreation. It wasn't a recreation, but I like the One Piece show. Because it kind of gave me the feel that I get from watching the show, in that it's people who it's just
sorry. the thing I feel from watching the show. Ew.
Like, this is so anime. And I think it's super funny that a lot of people hate watching the anime, like the live action interpretations of some of these things, and they hate it because of how much the anime it is. Some people say like, oh, these characters they're too cartoony, or it's not serious enough, or it's not like the characters in the show, but for one reason or another, when you take a step back and take a look at it, it's like these people are complaining because it's cringy.
All right.
And they need to understand that what they're watching originally is cringy. Like screaming out, like it's cringy.
Dude, I think
getting hard eyes and sniffing girls' panties in animated form is cringy.
It's also very creepy.
It's very creepy. Saying or is a fucking cringy. All that stuff is cringy. Everything that's happening, most animes, like their mannerisms are cringy.
Right.
So when you make a live action movie or a show based off of those things,
Damn, we're just calling out
it's
the whole...
cringy,
Wait,
it's a good adaptation.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but it is.
By the way, if you do like anime, though, that's all you. You can still enjoy anime.
I do like anime, but I have to acknowledge that it's cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
Being someone who used to act and pretend like I lived in an anime, my mannerisms were things that I picked up from anime. I used to talk like I was the shonen main character. It's all cringy as fuck. And so are the shows. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I enjoy it. But you need to understand.
This is not reality.
That's not normal.
We live in a reality.
You can't go up to a girl and do like a surprise gasp and twiddle your fingers and say, oh geez, I am so dumb, but would you like to go out with me? And that's not gonna work, because that isn't real, because that is cringy in the show too.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I went too off.
No worries. I mean, there is one thing I do want to say. I feel like, even though I never saw Cowboy Bebop, it's good, no?
It's good.
No, I'm talking about the Mountain Dew, because you were like admiring it.
Oh yeah, I like the art on it.
Oh yeah, I know, dude. I've always enjoyed the Mountain Dew art, like the seasonal ones they have.
These are seasonal? I like these. This is really
I think
cool.
these are only summer
freeze.
Because they had one for Halloween, and the Halloween one looks really cool.
Nice. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
You know what? I never saw the Cowboy Bebop one, but you know one thing I really wish they would have done. I wish they would have actually like have it have. I wish they would have had it made its own story. Because to me, it's kind of like you have Spike Spiegel's going off on all these adventures and whatnot. Why not just make it? Because like you said, it's two different art forms.
Yeah.
Why not just make it to where this one particular art form fits better for live action? This one adventure, this one story, versus trying to make it, just the anime. But it's live action now.
The thing is they kind of did that, although it did follow like a lot of story beats from the anime.
No.
They did add a lot of different aspects that aren't from the anime, and they removed a lot of things that were from the anime. But I mean, they could have done a whole original story and just done that. But at some point, you would have people who would complain that it was completely original.
Damn it! Thought I could do that.
Yeah, people. I mean, granted, I didn't like the Death Note live action.
Did you watch the anime?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so I never watched.
I binged it before the movie came out.
I had not even seen the anime, and so when I watched it, I was kind of like, "This is all right."
But I mean, that's the thing. It's not bad. It's just it wasn't my cup of tea. I'm pretty sure that some people would like it, but it's completely different from the show in that the story is there, but it's like a whole different. I don't know. It's different. It's different.
Exactly. That's the point. It's
the characteristics are very different. The people's motivations are very different. It might be the same, direction, but it is like not the same.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's where you kind of get people that just hate on that because it is it's a logical thing to do, but that you can't please people that way either. It sucks. It's like you have people who would appreciate to see something like this happen, but you're not going to please them because it's not exactly what they want. And they don't realize that what they want is specifically them, what they want, and no one else wants the same thing.
Sounds like the same conversation we had whenever I first saw The Last Jedi. Granted, for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, there's a big difference, though, with that one, though.
I like The Last Jedi.
I don't. But granted, I don't like the whole sequel in general. Because to me, the whole point was, it's like we're celebrating at the end of this whole big battle at the end of episode 6. And that was just me. That was my whole thing. I don't see, like, if you were going to have a sequel, fine. But, like, don't make it completely unassociated with the original cast. You know what I mean?
And people wouldn't really care about it.
Well,
which is fine. But we need to understand that Star Wars is Star Wars because it's about these people.
Damn it!
Because it just...
Damn it!
People want to continue watching this. Like, you could do, you could do other Jedi stories or other stories in this galaxy. But people were not going to want to see Star Wars reintroduced as a completely different subject.
I mean,
like if they were to have done that, Star Wars fans would have hated on it for it being irrelevant.
I would disagree, but I think it's more like, as someone who's a fan of the I guess the old Knights of the Old Republic, and that's a completely like unassociated IP with the Star Wars thing and whatnot. Damn it! I'm just gonna wait right here.
What are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get this fucking X, and I keep on like hitting this button when I want to hit this button.
Oh.
All right, let's do this again. But this time from the top, make it drop. That's a wet ass pussy.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't.
Oh. What was that sound?
That was the sound of a coin dropping from some other place. Anyway, fuck it. We're just gonna do the normal mission and whatnot.
All right, so I'm sorry. You're gonna say you said you disagree.
No, my whole thing is just kind of like, it's just, I am personally of the mindset of like, if you make a good enough story with interesting characters, people will just enjoy it. Now, granted, you're gonna catch people's attention from just the intrigue of like, oh, it's Star Wars.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, I don't think that's necessarily true, because, like, yeah, Knights of the Old Republic was happening, and people were excited about that, and people were interested in it when it first came out. But you had, interest in Star Wars for two reasons. There was already another thing people hated at that exact same time with the prequels, right?
Right.
No one would have cared about Knights of the Old Republic, or they wouldn't have been as interested in it if it wasn't in line or it wasn't like concurrent with the prequels. Like if you were just to bring back a Star Wars story with nothing to do with like Luke or Darth Vader or anything like that, I don't think it would have been as popular. That's just me personally. I don't think it would have been as popular. I don't think it would have had a fandom as much as it did now. I honestly think that Knights of the Old Republic had a fandom because you had people who were interested in the prequels and wanted to get more from it.
Well, I think you're wrong and stupid.
I know. I just think if Disney were to have bought Star Wars, and then immediately done something that's, you know, on every level except for the universe, completely irrelevant to the Star Wars story we know, I don't think many people would have been excited for it.
Mario, grab the fucking tentacle.
I mean, they might have been excited for the fact that it was like Disney doing it, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you it was going to succeed. I mean, Andor came out and no one watched it. But then again, that was tainted by the fact that Star Wars fans were already upset that Star Wars was doing things they didn't like. Like
what? I haven't really been paying attention
to Star Wars.
To Star Wars and whatnot. Cause I'm still trying to catch up on like certain Star Wars IPs.
See, that's the thing. Like, there's no, I won't know because it is kind of fatigued. But I don't know. I honestly feel like the fandom does not like it currently because it's not what they envisioned, and that's okay because if it was what they envisioned, you would have a completely side of the fandom that envisioned something different, and they would also be upset. And then if you gave them both what they wanted, then you would have a whole different fandom who didn't get what they envisioned.
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing. It's like, it's the one thing where it's kind of like you can't really please everybody, so don't bother trying to please everybody. Just make something that's good, that you think is good and you're proud of.
Which I think is what they did. I think.
No, they didn't, Gio. Last Jedi sucked ass. Stop being delusional.
The Last Jedi was like a departure from the idea that it's going to go the way you want it to be.
No, stop being delusional.
And then people hated that.
Gio, stop being delusional.
And then J.J. Abrams came back to give people exactly what they wanted, and people hated that too.
I don't think anybody ever really wanted, what do you call it, Palpatine to return, but whatever.
No, but they wanted familiarity. Like, as soon as they said, oh, you're nothing, this is nothing, everyone, instead of thinking, oh, it's different, they thought this is pointless. Which is strange because that's what they would have thought if they got what they wanted or what they claimed they wanted. It is just a game of not being able to please everyone. At that point, it would have just been easier to make a whole new fandom and lose the old fandom than it would have been to try to keep the old fandom happy.
Anyway, I gotta go race now.
Ooh.
No, this is pod racing, y'all. I think this is the right one.
I feel like we went too deep into that.
I mean, it's one of the. I don't mind that because I know like most of the time we try and crack jokes the entire time. And I don't mind having actual serious conversations and whatnot.
Yeah,
because that's one thing I wish we did have versus just nonstop just fart jokes and whatnot
or burp jokes as I just showed,
or burp jokes, whatever, doesn't matter. I want, and I'd rather have, especially because then it could, damn it, it could lead to interesting conversations.
Mario's just fucking dead in the sewer system.
He died what he loves best, plumbing.